In today's video, we're going to talk about how to find the area and perimeter of circles and rectangles. This is a review from 6th grade, so hopefully this will go pretty quickly for us. This is a part of our geometry unit, and our new color for the geometry unit will be yellow. Alright, so first we need to find the area and circumference of each circle. To do this, it's very helpful to have your notebook. And in your notebook, on the very front page, the first thing that we ever glued in our notebook was a formula sheet, and it should be blue. Looks like this. It says Grade 7 Math Formula Sheet. So you want to have that out with you while you're doing any geometry work for this unit. Okay? So to find the area of a circle, we have to look at our formula sheet, and we look for the circle, and then we find the formula for area. And our formula for area is pi r squared. Okay. R stands for radius, and that's the distance from the center of the circle to the outside edge. So from the center of the circle to the outside edge. So in this case, our radius is 12. And to find the area of that circle, we're just going to plug in some numbers. So area is equal to pi, which is 3.14. Our radius is 12 squared. And then we want to make sure that we're following the order of operations. So we're going to do our exponents first. So area is equal to 3.14. 12 squared is 144. Okay. And then we can plug that into our calculator, which I left across the room. Hang on just a second. So we have 3.14 times 144, and that gives us area equal to 452.16. And since this is in inches, area will be measured in inches squared, or square inches. All right, to find the circumference, we're going to again look at our formula sheet and pick off the circumference formula. And in this case, we're going to use 2 pi r. And then it's just a matter of plugging in the numbers and finding the circumference. So C is equal to 2 times pi, which is 3.14, and R, which is our radius, which is 12. So 2 times 3.14 times 12 gives us 75.36. So our circumference of the circle is 75.36, and we're measuring that in inches. Notice area is in inches squared and circumference is just in inches. All right, second circle is slightly different. In our second circle, we have only the diameter given. So we actually need to take a minute and stop and think about what the radius would be. Put this in half here so we don't get confused. All right, there we go. So if my diameter is 18, my radius is going to be half of that. So I know that my radius is going to be 9. So half of the diameter is going to be my radius. Alright, so I'm going to use the same formula for area. Area equals pi r squared. So my area is equal to 3.14. My radius is 9. And I'm going to square that. Order of operations, I do my exponents first, so 9 squared is 81. So I have area is equal to 3.14 times 81. And that means altogether my area is going to be equal to 254.34 inches squared. Now circumference, we can go ahead and use a different formula. We have circumference is equal to pi times the diameter. Before we use 2 pi times the radius, either one of these will work depending on what information you're given. So for the circumference of the circle, C equals 3.14 and times the diameter, which is 18. So that gives me 3.14 times 18, a circumference of 56.52 inches. For the rectangles, these are formulas that you guys are usually pretty familiar with. Area is equal to length times width. For a rectangle, So the length of my rectangle is 8, and my width is 3. Multiply those together, and I have an area of 24 centimeters squared. Again, area is measured in the units squared. Okay, perimeter. We can find this information on our formula sheet as well. The perimeter of a rectangle is twice the length plus twice the width. So perimeter is equal to 2 times 8 plus 2 times 3. Order of operations, do my multiplying step. 2 times 8 is 16, plus 2 times 3 is 6. And that's going to give me a perimeter of 22 centimeters. Again, area is measured in centimeters squared. Perimeter is just length, so it's measured in just centimeters. So fourth shape, last shape that we have here is a square. My formula for area is equal to side length squared. My side length is 6. Because this is a square, every single side is congruent. So area is equal to 6 squared, or 36. And that means foot, or feet. So 36 feet squared. And the perimeter of square is equal to 4s. S is, again, your side length. So my perimeter is going to be 4 times 6. And that means my perimeter is going to be 24 feet.